Welcome back to our channel, where we always love gathering together to talk about the heart and soul of Port Charles. I have been thinking so much lately about the incredible rumors and leaks surrounding General Hospital, and I simply cannot hold back my feelings about the massive changes coming our way. For decades, we have invited these characters into our living rooms, watching them grow, stumble, and fight for the people they love. Now we are standing on the edge of a brand new era, and the news that the writers are stepping away from the traditional mob storylines has sent absolute shockwaves through our devoted community. When I first heard that Jason Morgan was making the monumental decision to leave the syndicate behind, my heart skipped a beat. But when that news was immediately followed by Sonny Corinthos declaring that he too was walking away from the underworld, I realized we were witnessing television history. These two men have been the undeniable kings of the Port Charles shadows for as long as many of us can remember, and watching them lay down that heavy burden is both thrilling and deeply emotional. Naturally, a shift this massive has our wonderful community of fans feeling a whirlwind of different emotions, and I completely understand every single perspective. On one hand, I have spoken to so many viewers who feel like this is a long overdue breath of fresh air. There is a profound sense of relief in seeing Sonny and Jason finally decide to try their hands at something new, something that does not involve constant danger and looking over their shoulders. For years, we have watched them pay the ultimate price for their lifestyle, sacrificing their peace of mind and often the safety of their loved ones. The idea of these two strong, capable men stepping into the light and using their incredible minds for legitimate ventures is something that fills me with so much hope. It feels like watching a loved one finally decide to turn over a new leaf and embrace a healthier, happier path. On the other hand, I completely sympathize with the fans who are feeling a bit anxious about this dramatic change in direction. Change is never easy, especially when it involves a formula that has kept us glued to our screens for countless afternoons. Some viewers have expressed a genuine fear that without the classic, high-stakes mafia element that General Hospital has leaned on for so many years, the show might lose its edge or become a little too quiet. The danger, the loyalty, the intense boardroom meetings at the coffee warehouse, all of those elements created a very specific kind of traditional American soap opera magic. It is entirely natural to worry that taking away the very foundation of Sonny and Jason's daily lives might leave a void that is hard to fill. I have felt that same little flutter of worry myself, wondering how our beloved characters will navigate a world without the organization they built from the ground up. But just when the worry started to bubble up across social media, Maurice Benard stepped in to calm the waters, and I have to say, it made me respect him more than ever. Responding to a concerned fan on the platform formerly known as Twitter, Maurice took the time to gently and firmly defend this new script direction. It is always so comforting when an actor who truly knows his character inside and out steps forward to reassure the audience. He made it abundantly clear that Sonny's future is incredibly bright, and he promised us that we have absolutely nothing to worry about. Hearing that directly from the man who has breathed life into Sonny Corinthos for decades felt like a warm, reassuring hug. He knows how much we care, and he knows that we trust him to guide this character towards something meaningful. Maurice also made sure to extend that same comforting promise regarding Jason Morgan. He assured everyone that Jason is going to be just fine and that there is no reason to fear for his character's relevance or strength. He explained that there is absolutely nothing wrong with a character changing professions or moving into a new phase of life, so long as they retain their power and authority. That specific word, power, struck a deep chord with me. It reminded me that power does not just come from running an underworld syndicate. Power comes from character, from respect, from intelligence, and from the deep bonds of loyalty that both Sonny and Jason have cultivated over a lifetime. They do not need to be in the mob to command a room or to protect the people they love. In fact, Maurice promised that the plans the writers have in store for their future are absolutely fantastic. He used such enthusiastic language, hinting that what is coming next will blow us away. I cannot help but let my imagination run wild, thinking about what a powerful, legitimate Sonny and Jason might look like. Perhaps they will take the corporate world by storm, using their unmatched strategic minds to build an empire that their children can be proud of. The thought of them channeling all that fierce protective energy into something positive and lasting is deeply moving to me. It feels like a beautiful evolution of their journey, a chance for them to prove that they are more than just the choices they made in their youth. This transition also brings up something that is so incredibly close to my heart, and that is the theme of family. For years, we have shed tears alongside the mothers of their children, watching the collateral damage that the mob lifestyle has inflicted on their families. The heartbreak, the fear, the tragic losses, it has all been such a heavy cross for their loved ones to bear. With Sonny and Jason leaving the syndicate, I feel a profound sense of peace knowing that they can finally, truly put their families first. It is the ultimate act of love, choosing the safety and happiness of their children over the allure of the underworld. After all the pain they have unintentionally caused the people they hold dear, this feels like a beautiful, long-awaited redemption story. I am so eager to see them navigate the simple, beautiful joys of family life without the constant shadow of danger looming over their front porches. And the excitement does not stop there, because this new chapter is also opening doors for some beautiful new personal connections. Another devoted fan reached out with such positive words, expressing a deep hope that Sonny and Justine Turner would continue to work together and build on the connection we have been seeing. Justine, played so wonderfully by Nazneen Contractor, has brought such a fascinating new energy to Sonny's world. Hearing the fans' hopeful comment made me smile, because I have been secretly rooting for these two as well. There is a spark there, a mature, intriguing dynamic that feels so different from Sonny's past relationships. Maurice was incredibly gracious in his response to this fan, and he dropped a hint that made my heart do a little happy dance. He revealed that he had just finished filming some truly wonderful and enjoyable scenes with her. The way he described their upcoming interactions as fun and great tells me everything I need to know about where this storyline is heading. It sounds like we are going to see a lighter, perhaps more joyful side of Sonny as he spends time with Justine. Without the heavy, suffocating weight of the mob on his shoulders, Sonny might finally have the emotional space to pursue a genuine, uncomplicated romance. Just imagine what it would be like for Sonny to date someone without having to worry about rival families or dangerous retaliation. He could actually build a relationship based on mutual respect, shared interests, and simple affection. Justine could be exactly the kind of strong, independent partner he needs in this new phase of his life. A woman who knows him as the man he is becoming, rather than the fearsome boss he used to be. The possibility of Sonny finding real, lasting love in his retirement is a storyline I am ready to embrace with open arms. It gives the character a chance to show us his softer, more vulnerable side, which has always been my favorite part of Maurice Benard's incredible performances. When I look at all of these pieces together, I see three very distinct and wonderful promises that Maurice has given us to hold on to. First, he has guaranteed that both Sonny and Jason will remain incredibly powerful figures in Port Charles. They are not fading into the background, and they are certainly not becoming weak or irrelevant. They are simply trading one kind of strength for another, moving from the shadows into the light where their influence can shine in brand new ways. That alone is enough to keep me eagerly tuning in every single day. Second, he has promised us that their future is going to be amazing and that this shift will allow them to truly prioritize their families. The idea of Sonny embracing his retirement from the criminal world while Jason steps into an explosive, exciting new future is the perfect balance of comfort and thrill. We get to watch Sonny find his peace, while Jason embarks on a fresh, dynamic journey that will keep us on the edge of our seats. It is the best of both worlds, honoring their past while boldly stepping into tomorrow. Finally, the hint that Sonny and Justine will continue to grow closer is the romantic cherry on top of this beautiful new storyline. It shows that the writers are committed to giving Sonny a full, rich life outside of the mob, one filled with love, companionship, and genuine happiness. I am so incredibly invested in seeing how all of these elements come together on our screens. The heart of General Hospital has always been its characters and their journey toward love and redemption. As I sit here thinking about the weeks and months ahead, I feel nothing but pure excitement and gratitude for the stories we are about to share. I cannot wait to see our boys build their brilliant new lives, and I will be right here watching and cheering them on every single step of the way.